Hello and welcome back to Trigonometric Equations Lesson 1 Part C. So we're going to have a look at solving 4 tan x plus 45 equals negative 6. So again, let's just have a think about what this actually is that we're doing. We're going to think about what the graph of 4 tan x plus 45 looks like. We're going to find out when that graph is at a height of negative 6. So we're going to take the tan graph. The x plus 45 will shift at 45 degrees to the left. So a horizontal transformation of 45 degrees to the left, and the 4 will make it 4 times as steep as normal, so we'll stretch the tan graph by a factor of 4. So if we know what that looks like, and then we're going to find out when that's at the height of negative 6. I actually have that on Desmos, so let's have a quick look. So the tan graph is the one that looks like that. We've moved it 45 degrees to the left, which is why it's going through the point at negative 45, 0. We've also stretched it by a factor of 4. And we're finding out when this graph is at a height of negative 6. So here it is down here and down here, between the values of 0 and 360 degrees. So the answers we should end up with should be 78.7 and 258.7 if we do it correctly. So let's go back. So how do we go about doing it, guys? So we make tan of the bracket the subject, just like we would do at National 5. So we're going to leave that bracket there just now. We'd find the inverse tan of 6/4 or 3/2 or 1.5. Again, we basically ignore the negative sign here because our ASTC diagram will take care of our negative sign. So the related angle would be 56.3 degrees. So as tan has a negative value, we will be looking in the sine and in the second and fourth quadrant, where only sine is positive, so tan is negative. That's why we're looking in here. And again, in this fourth quadrant, only cosine is positive, so tan is negative, so that's why we're looking in here. Again, looking back to the graph, tan's negative, so we are looking, remember this has been moved along by 45 degrees, so if we moved it back 45 degrees, we're definitely looking at between 90 and 180 and 270 and 360. So we find our angles, so 180 minus 56.3, 360 minus 56.3. Now, we haven't calculated the values of x yet, we've calculated the values of x plus 45. So we now need to subtract 45 from both values. So 78.7 minus 45, 258.7 minus 45. And that gives us our two values for x, which if we have a quick look at the graphs again, there they are, 78.7, 258.7.